Hey, what's up everyone? And this video here will be going over something I've been trying to do a bit for the summer and starting up a bit of the end of the school year. As you can see by the title of this notes here, it's a Pokemon fan game called Pokemon Angel based on the Greece region. With some states, I actually have a completed map that I'll show. Remember, for now at least, this is all subject to change, so some things might change, like the region might get a bit smaller or something, some occasions might change. A lot of things are probably final for right now. As you can see here, we are trying to add in Mount Olympus Creeks, Thessaloniki as it, and then the routes would most likely be the same number type routes as we normally see. From what I have on the map, I believe, at least the current map here, it's routes 1 through 11 plus a Victory Road. And that's all for right now, at least. I have at least planned on what now? Nikitsu. To a Dragon Poison type legendary Pokemon. This will probably be a Hydra design, as it was planned for me and a couple of my friends. Once we decided on a Hydra for one of the legendaries, and another one will be a Pegasus. We haven't decided on a lot of things besides that one's typing, which is going to be a fairy flying, I believe. Moving on down, and I'll move on to the Pokedex entries, so the ones I do have done for that, if I introduce you to them. Which would probably be after I get through the first 3 starters here, and then the next 3, and then the next 3. And then, of course, I have one of the other Pokemon done for that. But our first starter is a Fire Poison type Cobra thing called Smoldra. Then it evolves into Dakoldra, another Fire Poison. And then Sarpathos of another Fire Poison. The entire line will be continuing on to a Fire Poison typing. A lot of things here are done, as you can see by its design. The design's pretty much done. Here is our little Schmodra, a Fire Poison. I don't know about the ability for now. I was thinking about for this game, though, changing it up, allowing actual pretty good, a bit better abilities, at least on these starters. Or at least maybe they evolve into better abilities, something like that. I don't know, I thought of something. But as you see, Smolder, as it evolves its fire around its head to create that Cobra-like design. So it changes from orange to blue to white. And then its tail goes from orange to blue and remains blue for a cool-off type thing. And you'll understand that through its Pokedex entries that I will read for this at the moment. Here. Smoldra. Smoldra spends most of its day sunbathing on volcanic rocks. But when it's hacked or friend, it will shoot an ember with the boarding force of 100 suns. It tends to roam around alone and keeps actually throughout its evolution line. It's 2 feet 6 inches and weighs 26 pounds. That may be subject to change. I think the height's pretty good. I'm not sure about the weight. Then again, I'm never sure about weight for these things. The Coldra, and as you can see, I put Flame Buddy because that does make sense considering these things, especially its final evolution. At least the Pokedex entry wise. The Coldra's Pokedex entry here. With its 2 heads and its blue flames, it scares off predators and hunts for its prey by using geothermal energy as enhanced sight. It then camouflages itself with flames and captures its prey with its really powerful jaws. It now turns into a 4'1" and weighs 100.2 pounds. And Sarpathos. This one here is my favorite. I've actually put it on the evil team for me, which I will get into eventually here. Its 4 heads make it a terrifying sight to behold, and its height of 5'10" makes it as tall as some men. It can see with thermal vision and sense with geothermal energy. Its internal body temperature is 17,334 degrees Kelvin, which I've checked is actually triple that the temperature of the sun. At least I believe the sun's surface. I don't know, I have to do a double check on that at least. It generates so much heat that it leaves a fiery trail in its wake. Sarpathos is highly territorial Pokemon and will attack any Pokemon or human that enters or disrupts its territory. It's obviously 5'10" and it weighs 126.3 pounds. Evolution line, I've kept the starters, all this. From Smolder to Decaldra is 15. The Decaldra to... I don't know why it says yo every time now. For some reason, my phone decides to change it to yo. I don't know why. But the Decaldra to Serpathos is level 30. Move pool, I've kind of decided on a fire, poison, dark ground, rock, and normal type move pool. I haven't decided on anything here, really, besides a new move bring in called Blazing Tail. Learned at level 30, a fire type, a physical move with 80 power and 100 accuracy. I think that sounds good for that. Back into here for this. Actually, I don't really need to because I know some of these Pokemon for this. But we didn't have our grass type starter, which kind of follows along the line, as you can see here, of Rowlet at the beginning, at least. With Griffgloss, a grass flying, Griffnos, a grass flying, and then Grifferfrost. Grifferfrost, I think is how you spell it. I'll ask later, or people leave in the comments for that, is a grass dragon. Get down to this. I'm pretty proud. Not so much of the design. The design look at least goes, kind of. But I am particularly proud of their Pokedex entries for this. As you can see, I have these here. Here is our little Griffgloss. Our little Griffnos. Look at that sassy thing. And then Grifferfrost. Grifferfrost. I don't really know how to say it. As you can see, it gets quad wings and kind of a steel lining of it. You'll see what I mean for that. Griffgloss is born in the trees and fends for itself at an early age. It then starts to grow metal plating on its back feathers as a sign of the legendary Pokemon, Hydras, because I didn't have a name at the point when it did its gift to its ancestors. It will be 2 feet 4 inches and 15 pounds. I think, I don't know, we'll change that up if we need to. Griffnos. This Pokemon developed high sass levels due to its impulsive nature and its feeling of invincibility. It spends most of its day trying to fight Serpathos, but fails every single time. He'll be 3'1", 89 pounds. Grifferos. In its state of pure wisdom, Grifferos has found the meaning of life. 42. But continues to find the strongest Pokemon. This time it fights wisely, but let's be honest, it still fails, though it learns from its past mistakes. It'll be 5'9", weight 139 pounds. Evolution stays the same here, and I believe, yep. Grifferos' special move here, Meaning of Life, learned at level 30. Special power 90, accuracy 100, dragon type, and a high critical hit ratio. At least for mana, these things are always here, since nothing is fully finalized besides some things here, there. But now we get into our water type, which I'm probably keeping this typing throughout this whole thing because it makes sense with both its Pokedex entry and design. It just works for this guy or girl. Steel Ferro, Ferrodarin, and Ferrocertus. I think is how you spell it. I had to ask my sister. This is her favorite one. This is our favorite here. And forget the thing you saw the names of the Alicorn at the top there. That's something my sister has to finalize there. Alright, as you can see here, as always, our little water type starter. And yes, my sister went to the degree of making its egg design, even though you won't really see that. There'll still be a thing, but you know. Here's our little. Does it say the name? No, wait, no. This is a picture of it before the whole name thing was added on there. But our first stage here. I actually found a kind of design similar to this. I was looking up FanMade, and then we altered it as needed for it. So it's kind of similar to another one, but at the same time, it's not because we changed it up a bit for our own use. And gave it an evolution line. Its second stage, as you see, grows teeth there, a bit more fins, and its tail is more developed. And probably as you saw here, we give it powerful jumping legs, like a frog, a big gigantic whale looking fins there. As you all can see, it was a water steel type throughout its evolution line there. It's got more developed horns as a fact. Oh, I forgot she added so much detail into this. Oh, this will be a one. Zephyro. Long ago, when legendaries freely roamed the earth, Zephyro was loyal to, I will look her name, decide that later probably. Zephyro was weak and constantly worried about other Pokemon injuring its sensitive tail, jaw, and stomach. As a gift to his loyal subject, the Alicorn legendary gave Zephyro its steel-like body armor. After the gift, Zephyro was determined to become stronger in order to fight for the Alicorn. After the disappearance of legendaries, Zephyro continued to roam in pods for safety, waiting for the Alicorn's return. It will be 1 foot 6, 30 pounds, and this is why I gave it the ability in its evolution line, Shell Armor, which, if I recall, prevents critical hits happening, so it lowers that kind of thing. So it's kind of good to actually fight it. Ability-wise, it's pretty good to fight against our Dragon Grass. And its steel typing helps against that as well. Ferrofingan. This pack-loving Pokemon is protective and caring. Its steel plating continues to grow, giving it strong defense. This loyal Pokemon will stay and fight by your side. Height is 3 foot 8. Weight 52 pounds. Remember, all these heights and weights are also changed. Pokedex entries are probably going to be pretty solid on what they are. Ferocious is known for its similar traits as its former evolutions, but this time, I'm sorry, that should be changed to it because technicality, it will go either way. It is ready to fight. Ferocious is more balanced and wise when entering a fight. It understands the need to take offense sometimes, and its hard steel-plated tail allows for quick, sharp attacks, while its legs allow it to jump to blank, I haven't decided, making this one 7 foot 7 inches with a weight of 110.2 pounds. So it's actually taller than Serpathos, which is kind of funny. I think we pretty much agree though that Serpathos is going to be one of the fastest Pokemon in this game. Oh yeah, and I didn't do the move things on this yet. I kind of was going for a really cool something with its tail creating some kind of steel earthquake. Alright, ignore some of these things until I get to them. Alright, other Pokemon we are adding in. Holiness, which is actually added into another one of my friend's mods for Black and White, which will be very interesting to see. The normal Ghost type, Rob, an Electric Steel type, Bliger, our pure fire, Pupvine, Vine and Wolvine, its evolution, a grass type, Kurama, the fire ghost type, Neelix, water ghost, and its evolution. I should have put that there, but then again it changed typing, so whatever. Nixitito, a water psychic, and Warlock's a normal type. I will show you guys these pictures of him. Here we go. Whoa, everything needs to load there. Alright. We have Wolvine at the top here, the green thing. Oh, I forgot to add in Raikou there. How could I? It's our new dark fairy. It's going to be pretty powerful there. And Bliger's at the bottom there. There's our Kurama. Forgot I could zoom in. Our Pupvine here. Here, my sister helped me out with that one there. Neoxys at the top. Nixitito is evolution there. And then Warlocks. I believe I had a couple more though. No, besides, I don't know why. Oh, because Raikou was underneath Kurama. I just overlooked it. Whoops. Anyway, we'll get into now the gym leaders, which I'm kind of excited and needing some more work on some of them here and there. As with Black and White did, I'm kind of doing a thing where I'm starting out by the first gym leader, which in this game will be a normal type gym, in the city of Thessaloniki. I don't know. It's Greek. For some, I don't know what it really says. I think I got close though. It will be starting out at level 10 and then continuing up. Each gym will be 5 levels above the next one, and that will be its either strongest or near, or like maybe starting out leveling of their Pokemon for that. But for this one, we'll have Rukia Akuchi, a normal type gym leader with the Recollection of 3 soundtrack. Most likely, this will not be going public due to other copyrights needing it, so probably be something, making on my own thing, trying to make it work on an emulator, maybe a software kind of download thing. I don't know. I'll figure it out when I get close to finishing, that kind of thing. But her Pokemon will be Tauros with the ability Sheer Force and the moves of Tackle, Horn Attack, Tail Whip, and Rage. Unfortunately, I didn't have that many good moves or anything really to choose from. And then I need to move some of these things down a bit, but whatever, I'll keep them the way they are for now. Then we have Ditto with the ability Imposter, and its single move of Transform, because Ditto's weird like that. And then she'll have Woolox, which has nothing done, because she has, I think the only thing we have done on him besides design in name is like stats. So I need to come up with a move pool and level to learn and everything like that. Our next one will be Quinosarin with a ground type gym. And some of these are references, by the way. Like a lot of these you'll kind of see are references to Bleach. Obviously it's a Pokemon fan game, so it's kind of do a lot of things with Pokemon. But, there's some references here and there. Here, and some of the other references in here will be actually referencing to a story I've been, more likely fanfiction kind of story I've been doing, so but Quinosarin will be a ground type gym leader with the invasion theme here. His Pokemon will be a Geodude with the ability Sturdy with Rock Polish Magnitude, Smackdown Rock Throw, and a Diglett with the ability Sand Veil and Magnitude Astonish Mudslap Bulldoze, and a Phanpy with the same ability of but with the moves Natural Gift, Rollout, Takedown, and Tackle. Kinda sad, but yeah. In here will be level 15s, so you'll have a bit more range. We have Kaori Osara here as a flying type gym leader at levels 20. I haven't decided on a gym theme apparently for her. All these are gym themes. Most of them, except for one gym, will using the Final Getsuga Tensho kind of theme. So, but for Kaori here, she will have a Pidgeotto with the ability Keen Eye, with Feather Dance, Twister, Whirlwind, Quick Attack, and a Molga ability with Motor Drive with the moves Electro Ball, Shockwave, Double Team, and Pursuit. And then she'll have a Sigilyph with the ability Magic Guard with Psybeam, Psywave, Air Cutter, and Whirlwind. Now, I haven't decided on the full team here, but Napier will be a Psychic type gym leader, and she has, as you can see here, her own gym's theme and a battle theme, for she's the only exception in this case. Here, but her Pokemon, at least for now, will be an Espeon with the ability Synchronize, and a Musharna with the ability Forward. And then we get down to the rest here with our Ghost type gym leader Soifone with Kurama, a Fire Ghost, a Duskull with Unknown Things, and a Shuppet. And we have Yamamoto with his Dark type gym and his theme of Incantation Artsy. And I hadn't decided on Pokemon there. Then I have a friend coming in as a Steel type gym leader with an unknown theme and unknown Pokemon for right now. I think we're adding in a Steel type Eevee, but that's all up to debate for right now. I think we're pretty much settled on that. Then we have in Sparta, because of course this makes sense, the Fighters of Death with the fighting type gym, and Kenpachi Zaraki, the captain of Squad 11, and our greatest fighter with his theme of treachery and unknown Pokemon. But, nah, whatever. Now, we get down to my more favorite part, which will then involve some other things there from what you see down there. But we'll get into that as we get there. We have our new evil team, Team Hope. Their goal is basically a more extreme version of Team Plasma. But is to give ultimate happiness to Pokemon by using the legendary Pokemon to separate humans from them. This is mostly to do with the separation of an entirely new dimension. Like that, cut a hole in dimensions and put the Pokemon in there to keep them separated from the evil clutches of humans. Their boss is myself, Tommy O'Sullivan. And the boss fight theme is my name wearing me out. And the final boss theme for this, when you finally beat me out at the end of our story, is still worth fighting for. My team that you'll see is a team of 4, with a Crocodile with a new item called a Hollow Mask that will double Dark-type moves, and it will give a 1.5 boost to the attacking stat. To the attack stack, I believe. And its new ability, which is a new strange ability called Bankai. Some of you won't get this reference. But its standard moves without its ability are Earthquake, Crunch, Rock Slide, and Dragon Claw. And then the ability Bankai will give it a new moveset. Its moveset would be here is Getsuga Tensho, Getsuga Jujutsu, Mugetsu, and Earthquake. This will be a very fun thing trying to animate, but whatever. I don't really have to do that much animation on it, but it'll be fun. Now to get into that more of our Crocodile is Crocodile Tenza Zangetsu form. These are stats, but these are based on an entirely different thing when I was working on trying to just do it in my own free time and basing it off of what I do in the mod for that, because it would be post-game Elite Four in black and white, so level 80s. So ignore that stats there. And I'll show off the picture, and it'll read off the description as best I can. Or if I can find the... Oh, wait, no, the paper's in another area, so... It moves Getsuga Tensho. It's a dark type, of course, it's also... All these are special moves. Because we've changed, as you can see here by the stats at least, we've changed Crocodile to a special attacker instead of a physical attacker. So, pretty different for them, at least. But Getsuga Tensho is a dark type move with 100 power and 100 accuracy, and has a 1/3 chance of causing paralysis to the opponent there. Getsuga Jujutsu is a psychic type with 150 power, 95 accuracy, and it's a recharge move. So it's like Hyper Beam. It has to be recharged every now and then. And then Mugetsu. It's a dragon type move with 250 power and 95 accuracy, and it will instantly make the Pokemon faint. Because, of course, reference to Ichigo's actual Mugetsu, which cost him the power of his Soul Reapers. As you can see here he is, our Tenza Zangetsu form of Crocodile. Whoa! Things crashed on me. No. Bad phone. Bad. I know you're heating up, but still. Alright, I'll do this as best I can and probably end it soon. Whoa! Stop that. With standard Crocodile, with its ability, goes below half health. The ability activates, changing Crocodile into Crocodile Tenza Zangetsu form. It also changes all stats and changes 3 moves to new moves. That is basically it. I think I have the base stats there. Those are all different. The differentials and everything there is kind of glitchy with that. But I think, besides the rest of the team I have to do there, mine, alright. Only a little bit more information besides showing off the map. Alright. Alright, I have a Serpathos, a Salamence, the Yachi Berry, a Moxie, Draco Meteor, Outrage Flying Earthquake, a Samurott with a Lumberry with the ability Shell Armor, and Surf Revenge, Grass Knot, and Night Slash. And that's my team there. And then I have my admins, which you might see a bit later. My admin, Drew. True, with an unknown battle theme for right now, you'll have a Vanillux with a choice scarf, snow warning ability, blizzard, flash cannon, signal beam, and freeze dry. And then he has a Beartic with life orb, a slush rush ability, icicle crash, rock slide, superpower, and swords dance for the moves. Then he'll have a Weavile with focus dash and a pressure ability with ice punch, knock off, ice shard, and poison jab. Better watch out, people. He's an ice type user in here. Then we have James with an unknown Pokemon here, and another friend of mine, Zay, with unknown Pokemon and battle theme there. Then we have the Grunts, which I think about using Zubat, Golbat, Golett, Stunfisk, Rotom, Lucario, and Altaria. Just, why not? And then we have our Elite Four and champion, guys. We're coming into the final thing here. Our champion, Petros, is another friend of mine who's mainly helping me out with this. Room theme, we haven't talked about that. Battle theme will be Shikaku, I think. I don't know. He'll have a Krookodile with a Moxie ability, so this is more of a standard Krookodile here. With Earthquake, Crunch, Rock Slide, and Dragon Claw. I believe that's one of the greater movesets to have on it. He's a Dark Dragon type for some reason. I don't know why. He'll also have a Salamence, which is a Dragon Flying. Haxorus, a Dragon type. He'll have Raikou, a Dark Fairy. Hydreigon, who is a Dark Dragon. I know we haven't finished them off yet, I don't think. I still need to add dialogue. Then we have our Elite Four members. Another friend of mine is our Steven not Steven from Gen 3. This is Steven, another friend of mine, which is a Water type Elite Four, which isn't all that surprising here. But he'll have Farcarsys, so we'll see a starter in the Elite Four. When we Water Steel, he'll have a Palkia Water Dragon. We haven't decided on the rest. I think it's trying to create a Water Ghost for the adding in here. Then we have Drew. Oh, he's betrayed me. He's gone to the Elite Four. He's an Ice-type Elite Four member with the same Vanillux, Beartic, and Weavile. But he has the Stunfisk. He has a Stunfisk ability, Athenian. And then Gallade and Holiness. He's kind of we're allowing him to change these up. He's not going to be a pure Ice type user, but yeah. Then we have James, which for right now I've put on his team of a Chandelure and Kurama. Might change off Kurama for something else. Because both, that's like two fire ghost types there. And I believe they're both special attackers. So, and then our first normal type Elite Four member that I know of. There might have been other fans that have done this. But okay, our normal type and unknown things there. So that's everything from that. Because I don't have anything on the legendaries per se right now. But that's a bad picture. There's a good one. There it is. Alright, this is not the best. But it gives you a pretty... Actually, either of them give you a pretty accurate idea of where things are. So you can see we're doing a swirling design. And we're starting off from Crete. Down on the island there. And then we're going to do a swirling up across the long bridge. And then swirl on to near Mount Olympus at the top. And then you come down to Istanbul, which is a giant circle. And that's where the Elite Four is. So you're going around it to all those little circles that are going to be the cities. And the gyms will start on the first city right after the long bridge. So then you see Sparta on the other island there, like here. Like there. That's where the 8th gym is, so that gives you an idea. And then 2 cities I don't know what to do with there. And I might have a friend trying to help me with coming up with a storyline for this in order to make sure we make it a really good story that goes above and beyond for kind of things. I want to do a kind of black and white thing where we involve a lot of things from like Elite Four and everything like that. Take the story beyond what it is. So that's all I have for now on these things here. Ignore the messages. That's just us conversationing about the whole design things. Although we are getting in 100 Pokemon, not counting the legendaries, but I am counting other things for that. But that's basically all. So I give out maybe future updates on this, and I'll see you on the next one.